Okay, chapter 9. It's the second part of week 5. Designing adaptive organizations. In this chapter, learn the departmentalization approach to organizational structure, explain organizational authority, different methods of job design, the methods that companies are using to design internal organizational processes, that is, intra-organizational processes, and describing the methods that companies are using to redesign external organizational processes, that is, inter-organizational processes. Okay. And then organizational structures, vertical and horizontal configurations of department, authority, and job within a company based on some form of departmentalization. Organizational process, collection of activities that transform inputs into outputs, which is the whole purpose of the organization, and doing so at a profit, maximizing that profit is the purpose of an organization. So methods of departmentalization is functional, which means everyone's doing the same thing. Accounting, marketing, product departmentalization, where they're responsible for producing a particular product or service. And then you have customer departmentalization, units responsible for a particular kind of customer. So you might have one department that handles all of your large corporation customers. You might have another department that just handles individual people, customers. For example, in real estate, you have individual sales and you have commercial sales. So residential versus commercial. Okay. Geographic departmentalization. So everything's mapped out, and people have different geographic areas called territories. And then the matrix departmentalization is a hybrid. Simple matrix managers in different departments, different parts of the matrix negotiate conflict and resources. And complex matrix managers different departments of the matrix report to matrix managers. So here's a little model of Procter and Gamble concentric matrix. So it's by the type of product. Organizations follow a chain of command, unity of command. Principle that works should report to just one boss. Line and staff authority, right to command immediate subordinates in the chain of command. Staff authority, right to advise others who are not subordinates in the chain of command. So, in other words, like human resources can advise people in different departments, even though they're not in a direct line. Line function contributes to creating or selling the company's product, and staff function supports the line activities. So, human resources in most companies is a staff function. Accounting in most companies is a staff function, where the line function would be the production line. If it's a service, it would be the people producing that service. If it's retail, it's the people actually working in the stores. That would all be line function. Delegation of authority, assign authority and responsibility to subordinates. Centralize where standardization is important. Decentralize where standardization is unimportant. Okay. So delegation, responsibility, authority, and accountability. So the manager to the subordinate would delegate the responsibility and the authority, but the accountability is still with the manager. So if the subordinate messes up, the manager is the one that takes the fall, because the manager is responsible for the subordinate's actions. Job design, number of kind, variety of tasks individual workers perform in their job, and the specialization composes a smaller part of a larger task or process. Job rotations, where people go from one job to another. Enlargements, where they increase the number of tasks performed by a particular job. And then job enrichment, number of tasks a particular job is given and giving uh, workers the authority to make meaningful decisions about their work. And then here's a little chart about all the different job characterizations, job characteristics. And then you have a mechanistic organization where everything is characterized by specialized jobs and responsibilities and the centralized authority, vertical communication. Organic, characterized by broadly defined jobs and responsibilities and are concerned with intra-organizational process. And decentralized authority, human horizontal communications are based on tasks knowledge. Here's another model of that with your re-engineering task interdependence. Then here's another model of modular organizations where you have outsourced non-core business activities and you just do the core activities. So Apple would be an example of that. Apple designs, they create the prototypes, but then they outsource all the manufacturing. And that is chapter 9.